half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold-tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me at the tell her it's not that. Oh, do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We got
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he ran it until he was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor Tiger.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Open man downfield is Davis. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
2nd and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. You talk about this Rams defense. They come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
They've established themselves as a top 10 run-stopping unit in the NFL here in their early going. All signs point to me towards them continuing that throughout the season. They look pretty good, pretty darn cohesive to me.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Rams are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
2nd and 4. Open man complete downfield to Davis. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 4 yards there on the carry, gets it back to 2nd and 11. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd and 11. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That seemed to me to be all about trusting your receiver.
No doubt about it, because when he put that ball in the air, I will guarantee you everyone who's watching this game right now thought that's up for grabs. But this is a lot of practice time, as you mentioned.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Henley. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him the first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On second down, they'll run it here. Shifts by him.
Still going. He may go.
Touchdown, LA! A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And the Chargers lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for L.A. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 102 yards rushing for him so far as this terrific season continues here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. The Chargers had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
5-9, 5-9. Let's go.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Completes it to Davis. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first.
Hey, Ray. Crowd right. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Let's go. Ready.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
21. Let's go, let's go. 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, you know, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared, had an excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
In motion right goes Allen.
Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
On first down, it's Herbert. He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for L.A. 45 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers continue to pull away here in this first half. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission.
And that is caught. It's Davis. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now a play fake here on first down. Now the Rams there's a signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Rams are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Herbert off of play action. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Another big gain or 2 in succession as this one goes for 32.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert sliding out of the pocket. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave it, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Hey, Ray.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And quickly they get to the line.
An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Baylor Tiger. What is it?
3rd and long. It's Herbert. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
60 Bobcat. Cowboy 80. Come 19. Come Buffalo 18. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on the lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
5-9.
Now it's Herbert. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the third quarter. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back to throw now on 1st down.
Throw out wide is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quinn Johnston, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? This is caught at the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. He's on his way. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing. and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Flush to his right.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender, but a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Wow, 213 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen, 28 yards.
And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Rams get a bit closer.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Jalen Phillips getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And now here's another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping to hold a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Los Angeles, they move.